This is Mr. Gamble. It's Tuesday the 22nd of December, and today we're going to be looking at a horse at Wolverhampton. It's in the 140 race, and it's the favourite, which is a horse called Always Welcome that you can see here. Now, what we know about this horse is that he's related to some group winners. He has had 3 starts. And he's run well in those 3 starts. Now, normally if you saw 3 2s in the form for a horse, then you might be a bit worried. But if you actually dig a little bit deeper, you'll see that in his last race he finished 9 lengths clear of the 3rd horse, and he looks like he was beaten by a horse that's going to be very, very useful middle distance performer in the coming year. Now, he had that horse in trouble coming off the final bend, but he didn't look like he really particularly was enjoying Southwell. In his previous race he'd run over 8 furlongs at Wolverhampton, and the switch back to that track looks good, and the 8 furlongs at the end of November looked a bit far for him at this stage. Now, again, he was beaten that day by a horse that cost £800,000 as a yearling. So you're talking about something that had the potential to be very, very useful. A week before that, he'd pulled too hard, and he did actually run quite well. Now, we're looking at this race from the point of view that he's probably going to run up to about 85 today. And it's going to take a very good horse to come out and basically run to a better rating than 85. In the race, the horses that seem to be sort of up there with him, one would be Big Amigo, unraced, for an unraced horse to come out and run to a rating of over 85. It isn't unheard of, but it's quite unlikely, and it doesn't happen very often. And also Tom Dascombe's horses tend to run better second time out. I think he's had 6 horses run at Wolverhampton in the last 5 years in December as 2-year-olds in maidens, and none of them have won. So it wouldn't be major signs that he's going to be sort of looking for that horse to win first time up. Pictograph, he looks like an okay horse, but he's run to sort of 60 odd in his first race, and certainly on the surface of things, Always Welcome at this stage of their careers would look to be a better horse. Now, Always Welcome's is a big, strong horse. You're now talking about a 4th race. He's likely to be very, very fit. I would expect him to go to the front end early and basically just gallop away from them. I would expect him to actually win by quite a convincing margin today. When you also add in the fact that in the last 5 years, this trainer and jockey combination have had 4 2-year-olds running at Wolverhampton in the month of December, and all 4 horses have won, would be another good sign that this horse is going to win. So that's the tip for today. Always Welcome, 140 at Wolverhampton. Remember, there's no certainties, but this looks like a very good bet at 6 to 4.